Right now at noon, several storms making their way through southern Wisconsin. A live look outside as we track the timing on this alert day.
Hey, Andrew.
Plus, some UW-Madison faculty and staff showing support for the pro-Palestinian encampment on campus. Why Chancellor Mnuchin says she has no power over the university's investments. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Josh Spreiter. We start with the forecast as storms move through the area today. The rain started earlier this morning and is likely to continue later this afternoon. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. We did have that band of showers and storms roll through this morning. That's moved on to the east, but we still have unstable air in place, and we do have the potential seeing a few more strong storms develop. That'll be affecting us this afternoon. These will be isolated, but we could see some pockets of hail, some high winds. Can't rule out an isolated tornado anytime you get this type of situation this time of the year. All of southern Wisconsin, that will be this afternoon right into the evening hours, and after dark, the potential for strong to severe storms would diminish. Right now, our Platteville sky cam, occasionally these clouds have been trying to break up, and if we get these clouds to break up enough, that would provide the heating that we need to fire up some of these storms as we go into the afternoon hours, and that's what we're going to be watching. Now, we did get some welcome rains. In fact, most locations a quarter to as much as 3/4 of an inch. There were some isolated pockets. Anywhere you see some of those lighter blues would indicate over an inch of rain. So all of southern Wisconsin did get some beneficial rains. We just have some light showers moving through the southern parts of Dane County down toward Janesville. Zoom in here a little bit. Down in the southeast of Madison, over toward McFarland, headed up to the north and east, and also down toward Janesville. Might see or hear a little bit of thunder with some of these storms going through parts of the Janesville area, lifting up to the north and east. Otherwise, take a look at our high-resolution radar. As we go in the afternoon, we are expecting more to develop later this afternoon, and that will continue into the evening, and the potential for an isolated storm producing some hail and damaging winds is a possibility. It is starting to warm up now. We're at 62 in Madison, 65 right now in Fitchburg. We're looking at the clouds right now, temperature at 62 with some scattered showers and some storms popping up later this afternoon. We'll continue to monitor this, and we'll have the latest on the severe weather potential coming up in 15 minutes.
That shelf cloud moving through this morning was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that went right through Platteville, and right after that move through, the floodgates opened up. It really poured over there.
Yeah, it really did. All right, Kelly, thank you. Remember, you can stay ahead of the storms by downloading our free First Warn weather and traffic app. You'll have the latest radar, forecasts, and more right at your fingertips. It is available right now in your app store. Continuing coverage of the student protests at UW-Madison now in their second week. More faculty and staff are taking part, with some walking out to support the encampment. They're joining student protesters and calling for the university to divest from companies which support Israel. Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin says she has no control over the university's investments because an independent nonprofit manages most of UW's portfolio. It's a claim protesters are challenging.
Completely underselling the ways in which she has control over divestment. You know, she does have significant sway over what money gets sent to the foundation and how it gets used. And that's what we mean when we call for divestment, is for her to actually take accountability for how that money is being used and what it's being used to fund specifically.
The encampment is illegal under both university policy and state law. The chancellor also stressing she cannot make exceptions to allow the encampment because she expects other groups would want the same treatment.
We're a public institution, and that means, according to the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, we have to remain content neutral when it comes to decisions about what is allowed to take place on our campus. If I grant an exception for this encampment, I would need to grant an exception for any group that wished to set up such an encampment, regardless of the cause.
Protesters have told us they do not plan on leaving until their demands are met. The U.S. Department of Labor says a Sunbury bread-making facility has violated OSHA multiple times. OSHA began investigating the Minnesota-based bread maker Pano Gold after an employee was left with disabling injuries from an incident at its Sunbury facility. The agency finds Pano Gold didn't conduct annual inspections of some of its machinery. The bread maker now faces more than $250,000 in penalties for those violations. A new report says in just over a decade from now, Social Security and Medicaid won't be able to fully pay benefits. The entitlement program's trustees' annual report says if Congress doesn't act fast, combined trust funds will be exhausted. Last year, about 67 million Americans received Social Security benefits. President Biden released a statement following the report. It reads in part, quote, I am committed to extending Social Security solvency by asking the highest income Americans to pay their fair share without cutting benefits or privatizing Social Security. I will always fight for America's seniors and prevent Republicans from cutting Social Security and Medicare. And happening tomorrow, President Joe Biden will visit Wisconsin once again. He'll be in Racine this time, delivering remarks about his Investing in America agenda. He'll then travel to Chicago for a campaign reception. This comes a month to the day after his last visit to the Badger State. He was right here in Madison to present a new plan to cancel student debt. Right now, the woman at the center of Donald Trump's criminal trial is on the witness stand today. Stormy Daniels was called to testify about payment she accepted as part of what prosecutors call a cover-up scheme ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Attorneys for the former president asked the judge to bar prosecutors from asking Daniels about sex. Judge Juan Merchant said Daniels would be allowed to testify about the basic details of the encounter, an encounter Trump denies.
What she's going to say is, in part, this is all about trying to make sure that the voters didn't hear what I wanted to say.
Trump's attorneys are expected to question the former adult film star's credibility. Still ahead for us on a Tuesday afternoon, why another sriracha shortage could be looming, plus the FAA investigating reports from Boeing on failed safety inspections and falsified records.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Yo, you think Dallas's Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
Boy, you tripping.
Did you see his mom made a post about going to the game?
What? Hold up. His mama gonna be there?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
At least 40 when she be on that Jumbotron.
He don't like to let his mama down.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. May is Maytag month, and we're passing the savings on to you. Menards offers the lowest prices and the largest in-stock selection of Maytag appliances. They're built to last and include a 10-year limited parts warranty. Upgrade your home with quality Maytag appliances today. Save over $1,250 on this Maytag laundry pair after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The FAA is investigating a report from Boeing that some of its workers failed to complete safety inspections on its 787 Dreamliners and falsified records saying the checks had been completed. A source tells CBS News this could potentially involve about 450 planes, including some still being built. The FAA has not determined that there is an immediate safety issue with Dreamliners currently in service. A range of white-coated snacks is being recalled nationwide because they could be contaminated with salmonella. Palmer Candy Company says it was notified that one of its liquid coating suppliers may be the source of a contamination. Production is halted and the FDA is investigating. No illnesses have been reported so far. The FDA says consumers should return the affected products to the place of purchase for a refund. A full list can be found at cbsnews.com. And another sriracha shortage could be looming. Los Angeles-based Hui Fong Food says it is halting production of the popular spicy sauce until after Labor Day because currently red jalapeno chili peppers used in the product are not red enough. The company also says extreme weather conditions have impacted the quality and availability of the peppers. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's the stock report. The Dow up 54 points, NASDAQ up 35, and the S&P 500 up 12. Our Call for Action volunteers are in the building this afternoon taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can always call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking storms in the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Consumer Reports with a look at the best products you can buy this month.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
A roof replacement can cost you $15,000, $20,000 or even more. But 9 out of 10 roofs don't need replaced. They can be rejuvenated with Roof Max for just a fraction of the cost.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington. I'm an original shark from the hit television show Shark Tank. When it comes to Roof Max, I'm all in. When I saw that Roof Max could extend the life of your roof by years, I decided to invest in the company.
Don't replace, rejuvenate with Roof Max.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live. Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
When breaking news happens,
they're specifically calling for a divestment from Israel.
News 3 Now is there on the scene.
At least 60 police officers arrived within moments.
With team coverage to keep you informed and updated.
They've actually put up a new encampment. I'd say there's 10 or more tents currently. We just want peace.
Your trusted source for breaking news and continuous coverage. News 3 Now, moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We're back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hey, Josh. Yeah, I'm with you. That dark cloud that rolled across the Madison area, I thought it was going to give us all kinds of thunder boomers, send the Shelties to the basement, but it didn't end up doing too much, at least not my rain gauge. I guess I'll wait and see what my rainfall reporters have to say at the end of all of this. That rain is not what Wisconsin farmers were hoping for. I mean, it's nice to have for soil recharge, but boy, we got a lot of work to get done. In fact, I was talking with John Heinberg, market advisor with Total Farm Marketing this morning, and as of Sunday, as a nation, we were lagging behind with spring planting. Here in Wisconsin, 22% of our corn is in the ground. Some of that corn has already emerged. 22% of our soybeans have also been planted. With the moisture and the heat, our winter wheat conditions have improved, pasture conditions have improved, and our hay has looked a little bit better as well. But we need the dry weather to keep rolling when it comes to spring planting. You know, we're just a couple weeks away from the beginning of the county fair season, believe it or not. And a lot of our county fairs continue to struggle to try to find entertainment for you. No fair seems to be quite complete without a carnival, right? There are exceptions. Some county fairs can go without, but most use it as a financial mechanism to try to drive the gates. Well, Jamie Butke, who is the executive director of the Wisconsin Fair Association, says between 2016 and 2023, we lost 50% of the carnival companies in the United States. They just closed. One of the big issues that forced them to close, the lack of labor. So they're trying to address that with some federal legislation. CARE, which is Carnivals Are Real Entertainment, is being introduced in the House. And RIDE, Restoring Industry Development in Entertainment, that's being introduced in the Senate to try to help rectify that and keep the carnivals that are still in existence thriving. Speaking of thriving, we've got 15 young people that are going to be thriving with the next round of the Wisconsin Agriculture Youth Council. We've got several from the Channel 3 viewing area. It's the 5th class for this event that's designed to try to give people a little bit more depth of knowledge on what policymaking looks like. How can you be involved in agency work? What resources are out there for farmers? It was brainchild of Wisconsin Ag Secretary Randy Romanski. If you want to see the names, pop on over to MidwestFarmReport.com. Barrel cheese today in Chicago down just a quarter of a cent at $1.88. 40-pound block cheese down a quarter of a cent, $1.83 3/4. Double A butter today that loses 5 1/4 cents back to $3.02 1/4 per pound. Still pretty lofty when you've got butter over $3 a pound. So there you go, Josh. That's what I've got for you. 10 pounds in a 5-pound sack as usual.
Well, hopefully we can dry out for all those farmers. I know yesterday you could tell all the farmers in the fields were in overdrive trying to get everything done before the rain.
Yeah, late into the night. Yes, you are correct.
All right, Pam. Good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First, our meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. What's the latest track, Kelly?
Well, we got a few sprinkles on the patio. That's all we're talking about here at the noon hour, at least in the Madison area. But I did notice the humidity now creeping up just a little bit from what we had earlier today, and that will lead to some more scattered showers and thunderstorms. We still have quite a few clouds over Madison. That's preventing a lot of heating that we would typically need to get some explosive thunderstorms to develop. There's still the possibility of these clouds breaking up over the next couple of hours, allowing for some of that heating. This is a long storm system. See that band of rain that moved through the Madison area this morning? Widespread rains from, well, the Dakotas all the way through Wisconsin and down into the Ohio Valley. That's the system that is going to be fueling some more showers and thunderstorms. You see that cold front, and then you got that stationary front. That's that trifecta. We're really starting to get warm and also pretty muggy down to the south of that. In fact, it's already in Peoria, it's already 73, 69 right now in Rockford. We're at 63, but it's the dew points that have been coming up. They're now reaching the low to mid 60s. So that would add fuel to the fire to create some stronger storms, especially to our south. Now, I don't expect the widespread rains that we had earlier this morning, but we will start to see some scattered showers and storms. We are seeing a few showers across parts of eastern Dane County and Jefferson County. Even you can see a little flash, bolt of lightning there in Jefferson County, just to the northwest of Watertown. Also some showers moving through Fort Atkinson, headed toward Jefferson, and just to the west of Whitewater, lifting to the north and east. This is our severe weather outlook. It's a marginal risk, so on the scale of 1 to 5 is Category 1. So just the least amount of possibility of seeing severe weather, but an isolated storm could have the potential of producing some hail. It looks like a bigger outbreak of severe weather is likely to fall through Indiana, Ohio, and parts of Kentucky. That bullseye there, that's an enhanced risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That's Category 3. We do have the first warn alert day because of the potential for a couple of these storms that move in today, later this afternoon, tonight, into the evening hours, could produce some hail, high winds. Isolated tornado, definitely a possibility. All of southern Wisconsin, and this will be right into the evening hours for this alert day. So just keep an eye to the sky now that the sun's coming out. I can really feel it's starting to warm up. I think the main threat for us would be hail, but can't rule out some gusty winds coming in out of these storms as well. So we'll track it for you. So some isolated storms, but noticing how this computer model wants to break up the sun. And I'm actually feeling the sun come out right now. So that would allow for some of this heating. Not a whole lot of activity, at least according to this radar, at least for the afternoon. But as we get into the evening, closer to sunset, it does want to fire up a couple of these isolated storms, and these will have the potential of producing some of that larger hail. That'll be coming in just around the time the sun's going down here in Madison toward Janesville as well. And then after about 10, 11 o'clock, I think most of the storms should be just about done with. As far as rainfall, some might not even see any more rain. But if you are under one of these heavier showers or storms that rolls through, you could be talking about a quick quarter of an inch of rain. We're at 63, but you go to the north and northeast especially, it's 59 in Watertown, 66 in Janesville, so some of that warmth coming northward into southern Wisconsin. 71 right now in Verona, 71 also to the west in Mount Horeb. So we are starting to see the temperatures climb as we are going into the 70s, especially south of Madison right now. First warn alert day because of the potential of some of these isolated storms producing some hail and some winds. Nice day tomorrow, 73, before some chilly weather moves in on Thursday. Not even getting up to 60 with some rain showers. Another shot for some rain. Still kind of cool on Saturday. Looks like we'll be back in the 70s Sunday, and the nicest day of the weekend will be in the low 70s much of next week.
I was going to say, still seeing a lot of 70s on that 10-day.
Yeah, and it's extended. We're not getting that cool air like we are expecting Thursday.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen preparing a main dish using two of his favorite kitchen utensils.
You know, there were two utensils in the kitchen when I was a kid that I'll never forget. The first was the wooden spoon. If my brother and I didn't behave, out it came. You know, unfortunately, I remember it all too well. The other item was my mom's heavy-duty cast iron skillet. She would cook just about everything in it, including these pork chops. She would start by sauteing a large onion that she cut really thin in some butter. Once that was tender, she added some balsamic vinegar, brown sugar, and a bit of salt. After it thickened up, she stirred in some crumbled bacon. While all those flavors were coming together, in another skillet, she would saute some thick-cut pork chops, I mean really thick, that she would first dip into some milk and then into some seasoned flour. I think the reason they cooked so evenly was because the cast iron pan really held the heat. After the chops were cooked through, she would spoon the onion bacon marmalade over them, and dinner was ready. Talk about hearty and packed with flavor. To get this easy favorite, simply check out our website and search for pork chops with bacon onion marmalade. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an easy weeknight kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Next at noon, Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin will show us a signature cheese that's perfect for all your springtime celebrations.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. Call now for $1,200 off whole home insulation plus a $1,200 tax credit.
USA Insulation.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? If so, you may qualify for a dual-eligible special needs plan from Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, with benefits and coverage for dental services or routine eye exams. Call now to explore plan options available in your zip code. Learn about the additional care, resources, and support you could have with an Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plan. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual-eligible special needs plans offer more benefits than you have access to with original Medicare alone. Additional benefits could help you save out-of-pocket costs. These benefits could include a healthy grocery allowance each month, transportation to plan-approved medical appointments, or an annual allowance to spend on eyewear. Most of the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plans have $0 monthly premiums, $0 copays, or $0 deductibles that can also help you save on out-of-pocket costs. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, don't miss your chance to enroll in a dual special needs plan. Call today to see what plans with additional benefits may be available in your zip code. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plans offer more than original Medicare, like annual allowances towards dental, vision, or hearing coverage. These plans offer even more benefits that may provide you with additional care and support. With a 24/7 nurse line, you could have access to a registered nurse to help answer your questions whenever you need. If you're in immediate need of a caregiver or emergency services, these Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield plans provide a personal emergency response system. Contact a caregiver or emergency services at the touch of a button. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, don't miss your chance to enroll in a plan with more benefits than you may have with original Medicare alone. Call today to speak with a licensed agent and explore 2024 dual-eligible special needs plans. The call is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 800-357-1385. 800-357-1385. That's 800-357-1385. Call now.
Welcome back at noon. It is one of our favorite times. We're talking about Wisconsin cheese, of course. And Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin's back with us. Angie, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, so this smells and looks really, really fresh. So what are we talking about today?
I'm very excited because May is a month of celebrations. We have Mother's Day, we have baby and bridal showers, graduations. So why not celebrate with Wisconsin cheese or this homemade cake that has lemon olive oil and then also has the Merlot Bellavitano cheese. It really makes the cake stand out.
So let's talk about this cheese because there's a lot of like yummy goodness all in one here.
So I'm really excited for you to try the cheese. This is the Merlot Bellavitano cheese. So it's a perfect blend, the creamy, complex Bellavitano, and then blended together with the plum and berries of the Merlot. It's a perfect combination. There's so many different kinds of Bellavitano, but if you look on the label, it actually was first place at the American Cheese Society, the International Cheese Awards, and the World Cheese Awards. So lots and lots of awards, and it's also made by a Wisconsin master cheesemaker. So I always bring nothing but the best for you, Josh.
That's always the best, and those are the labels you want to look for in the store.
So you definitely want to look for that master cheesemaker mark or the Proudly Wisconsin logo. Wisconsin is the only state that has master cheesemakers, and it's an elite class of cheesemakers. We just graduated 10 additional cheesemakers in April, so it's a pretty big deal here in Wisconsin.
We do have the best here.
Yeah, but it gives the cake a lot of great flavor. So there is, the traditional cake ingredients. You have the, flour, sugar, but then with that blend of that rich Bellavitano cheese, there's whole milk, and then you can serve it with some fresh lemons and raspberries. There's lemon juice in it, so it really is kind of citrusly and delightful as well.
It's interesting because I look at that and I'm just like, there's cheese in that? Like, it's an interesting mix.
Yeah, you just do the 1 1/2 cups of the finely shredded Bellavitano, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor and actually a little bit of creaminess and richness to the cake. So very easy too. You just bake it in the oven for about 50 minutes, and you could maybe give it to your mom for Mother's Day, or you could give her some cheese as well.
That's what's nice is you have some options here, right?
Exactly.
Depending on what your mom likes. I got to give this a try because this looks fantastic. So if people are interested, Angie, where can they get some of these recipes?
So you can get all the recipes on wisconsincheese.com, and you'll also find our online magazine. That's our Great Pears Share edition. We have it 4 times a year, and this is our spring edition. So there's lots of recipes, entertaining ideas, and you can learn more about our Wisconsin master cheesemakers.
I could eat this all day.
You can have the whole piece.
Seriously, I'm going to. Don't you worry. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We're going to send it over to Kelly now with a final look at your firstborn forecast.
Yeah, right now we just have a few sprinkles in the Madison area, but we are looking at some of these clouds breaking up a little bit, allowing for some heating, and that could fire up some stronger storms as the afternoon wears on. This computer model not indicating a whole lot, but anytime you see some of those reds and those pinks, some of these storms could be producing some hail, even in the Madison area as we get towards sunset, in Janesville as well. This should start to taper off as we get toward 10 o'clock or so. So an alert day for the potential for some strong to severe storms, maybe some hail, some gusty winds with some of these storms as they roll on through. This will not be widespread, but some isolated strong storms. A nice day tomorrow before some cooler weather moves in with some showers on Thursday. Another chance for some rain on Saturday. Then we warm up in the 70s by Sunday next week.
All right, Kelly. Thanks for joining us. Stay Skyware this afternoon.
Need help with